never built it.
Hey everybody, we love Project Brawnco. It is awesome. We've really enjoyed taking it to Ford Fest, but one of the things that we noticed that when we rev it up,
did you say rev it up?
It's a little loud. When you rev it up, it's just too loud. So, no, stop.
So, oh, okay, hold on.
Okay, so look, obviously that was a joke. We were just goofing off and wanting to show you that, look, the thing's too loud.
It's too loud.
So what we're going to do about that, well, we'll just show you.
The air? Good. So I went to eBay and was looking at all types of silencers, and there's a lot of different silencers on the market they make for this type of application. Some are shaped like a corkscrew around a pipe. Some are like a baffle that you can adjust. And others are like a cone of this type of material, but they're fairly expensive. Matter of fact, you can easily spend $100 on a couple of baffles, or $200 even on some of them I've seen.
The reason why is because most of the manufacturers out there for exhaust systems, they're doing a complete deal.
Yeah, so very rarely is someone making their own inserts.
Yeah.
And so it's a supply and demand kind of thing. And so I was thinking to myself, where's an industry that's like this that they have to do silencers a lot, and it's motorcycles. And so I intentionally started looking for motorcycle silencers, and there were lots more options, and they were a lot cheaper, less than half. Matter of fact, what you're looking at here, if you include that we got 2 sets of adapters and these inserts, the inserts were 35 bucks for the pair, and then these adapters were a total of 20 bucks. So we're at 50 something dollars in this thing. And so we're allergic to spending money. I don't know if you are, but if we can find a cheaper solution, and these are stainless, by the way. So the other cool thing about these is that they have all types of options. So I can drill out this baffle, I can drill out that, I can drill them out both, and then
that way we can just fine tune the sound, get the sound that we're wanting to have there.
And so with this adapter also, see, what I'll do is I'll cut some notches in this, and we'll tack weld that in place, and then we'll start to try it out, and we'll just see what kind of sound we get and what we want, because there's lots of differences to tonality, and you know, we don't want to, what this thing is doing right now, it's got a great tone to it, but it's got a bit of a harsh hammer hit.
It's a rap.
Yeah, bop, 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 bop.
And that's one of the things that we were seeing when we were on our way to Ford Fest. It was just, we were hitting 96 decibels at times when we were going up a hill. It was just too much. Like I said, we couldn't listen to radio. Carrying on a conversation was uncomfortable.
So we'll take that hammer hit and we'll turn it more into like a pillow hit, or put a pillow between the hammer and the object.
There you go.
And so that's what this does. Anytime you have a barrier, it's like the sound has to hit that barrier and bounce off. And when it bounces, it softens it. And so this is going to soften that. It's going to give it more of it's going to give it still that deep tone, but it's going to have more of a round feel instead of a sharp feel. And so let's just see how it works.
Awesome. All right. So obviously, one of the first things we're going to have to do is take off our sweet exhaust tips. And hopefully we're going to be able to do that without this heat shield off. No, I think it's going to be a... something apart's always easier than putting it back together.
That's tacked on there. Okay, well, I guess that'll work.
What are you mumbling about?
I tacked that. I didn't remember on the other side. That's why this one didn't get loose, because I tacked that one.
We didn't tack the other side? I thought we did.
No, we just screwed it on.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So there you go. Okay, so that's tacked.
Maybe we should do that on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, we got the weld up. Good idea.
All right.
I like that. That was easy to get off.
Yeah, it was.
And we can put that back on, no problem.
Yeah.
With our little handy dandy notebook.
Blues Clues.
All right. Let's get our silencer. I guess. Okay.
Silencer?
Yeah, well, it's not that kind of silencer. All right. So, okay, again, we got 2 ideas here. One, I can cut some notches here, and we can just hammer that in place.
Yeah. Or
we can cut notches in this, and then I got a place where I can weld that on. Let me see what we should do. See how much. Yeah, that's going to have to collapse quite a bit. So I guess we should just do this route.
Yeah, let's go the other way.
Okay, so Let's find the right one with the cutoff wheel on it. That's the one cordless tool we don't have. It's a angle grinder.
I thought we had one.
No, we have several plug-in ones. We don't have a cordless angle grinder. So
Oh, David and them have one.
we borrowed that from them.
Anytime we need to borrow something from our guys,
It's the walk of shame.
It's the walk of shame. And, man, you just
Because they give
really
us a
don't
hard
want to-
time. I don't understand. You can't have every tool.
No, you really can't. And of course, their tools are all nice and organized and clean. They
Hey, quit throwing
disinfect their
stones.
tools when they're done. So
We don't want to air all our dirty laundry. You just pulled our underwear out and said, look at those streaks on
oh
there.
man, racing streaks. You had to go there?
I mean, you're airing our dirty laundry out.
Dang it.
There it is. Wheel of death.
Let's see.
All right.
So we're going to use Ruckus Truck as our workbench.
Yeah, it's a great workbench.
It is a great workbench.
Okay.
Another reason to have just a paint finish that you can be a little bit rough on.
Yeah, look, while we're talking about dirty laundry, I mean, with our shop, any area that's horizontal, it just collects things.
It ends up.
I mean, look behind you there.
Yep.
There's a great history there. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a story to tell with that.
So these are the vacuum lines that we keep from other previous projects and teardowns.
Mm-hmm.
And
hey, whenever you need a vacuum line, you got to have it.
that's
so.
right. And so we were having to do a little bit of vacuum line work on Brawnco, and there they are in a Folgers can. The best
Okay.
part of waking up.
It's Folgers in your cup. All right, so you're gonna feel a little pressure here. That's what the dentist would say, or maybe the proctologist.
Dang it.
Okay, hold on.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Make sure you got the safety step on. Now the good thing here is there's no way he can cut his thumb off. I'm sure it's not getting hot either.
I'm doing a very scientific tri-lobal release here.
I like this. Measured and everything. And by the way, those aren't safety glasses. He's not wearing them for safety. He's just wearing them so he can actually see.
Hey, and look, for just eyeballing it, that's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you know what we'll do? We'll go ahead and, I knew it was going to be hard to drill it on this angle, so now I'll take the drill bit and just sort of clean that up a little bit.
There you go. I like that.
Okay. Although we probably need to move this thing over to somewhere where I can clamp it so I don't twist it off in my hand. And
Yeah, I was thinking along those lines.
everybody hates when they're using the drill and they twist it off. Because, I mean, you only got so much grip strength.
Yeah, I was thinking we probably just move the whole operation somewhere where we can clamp it.
There's a small clamp over there. Let's do that. And that's where the drill bits are too. So.
And we'll use the wheel of death on subsequent ones here too.
Yes, we have. All right, let's get a giant cone bit. No, let's use a small cone bit. These have a tendency to violently grab whatever you're. Ooh, don't do that.
I'm not squishing it.
No, let's just open it up all the way and just.
I was liking what I was seeing and everything.
I know, but look, anything that we do to okay, good.
In. Sorry, I can't see.
Okay, that's right. I forget that. Okay, Oh wow, that's impressively large. I did not.
What's wrong with you, man?
I don't know.
It's too early in the
No,
morning.
look. I'm talking. Shut up. Okay. All right, that's gonna be plenty.
Cool.
To do some tack welding. Okay. Once again, I mean, we got a pretty good little thing going on there. All right, so this will then go in here. Oh, look at that. That's going to be great to weld.
Perfect. Yeah.
Boom, boom.
So again, just to recap, we're drilling, cut this relief and drill these holes out so that we can just tack weld the silencer insert.
Yeah, and as you can
into
see,
it.
it's not straight right now. So what I'm going to do, just to help, I can hold it straight while I tack weld it, but you know how welding is. It can be a lot going on at one time. So I take some piece of cardboard and wrap it around that tube. And then that's going to give me that's going to index it in the hole. So, and there's always a great spirit. Look, this is why we don't clean up religiously, because
Oh my goodness!
I just walk a few
You're
feet
seriously gonna try
and
to
there's a
sell
piece
that?
of cardboard. I mean, it's just.
You're really gonna try to sell that?
Like, it's true.
That's.
I just illustrated it.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
It's not terrible.
Yes, it really is.
No, it's not.
And by the way, let's go ahead and deal with the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room?
The same shirt today.
Oh gosh. Well, look, this is the problem with having just a few awesome shirts.
You really love the shirt.
You're like, ooh, I'm gonna wear the horse
wear
shirt
that one
today.
today. It came through the
And then you
laundry.
show up, and you know, there's the other guy wearing the same stupid shirt. So,
No, not the stupid shirt. It's an awesome shirt.
I know, right? It is an awesome shirt, but I'm just saying the whole thing becomes kind of stupid because you're like, okay, we got that little fab table over there that's covered up with stuff, but let's make it myself a little spot here. Okay, we're already plugged in, so
yeah,
let's just turn on our. Let's see how we're gonna have to turn this thing around. And I think if we do all this on video, it's gonna like reduce the production value by a factor of like 3.
What?
Because we're sitting here rolling stuff around and getting wires together.
Well,
so we're always thinking about, we're always thinking about the production value.
Yeah, let's hurry things up a little bit. Okay. I was gonna say, I can't can you not clamp it to that?
No, not really, because the thing's in the way. Okay, so you know what? I wonder. That's going to be straight enough. I think I'll just use that as well. Let's do that.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good ground.
Shut up. I got this thing still on fairly hot because what was I welding last? I was welding the frame. So I think I'll turn down the heat a little bit. Down to 19, maybe 18 and a half. There we go.
You want gloves today?
Why not?
This is awesome.
Yeah, let me see that. Yeah, look at that. How does that happen?
Safety squints on.
Mm-hmm. Did it move? Damn it, it moved. Hold on.
Trying to keep it kid friendly, man. Do that.
I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to do one tack and then I can move it and see if we're straight. Then I can bend it a little if I have to.
Yeah. All right. See what you got.
That is gnarly. Don't get too close up with that. Oh, look at that. That's nice.
Nice and straight.
Nice and straight. Let's just leave that in there. It's doing its job. Okay, so let's go ahead.
It's so beautiful.
Now maybe I can get a little better weld on this. It wasn't even sounding good. I hate it. It was like.
Well, just not. We don't have a good ground.
Yeah.
That sounded much better.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, that sounded better too. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to sound there. Okay, now let's just clean this up a little bit on the grinder.
Nobody's gonna see it. You know?
I don't care. No, it doesn't matter. What's going to see is the inside of that pipe. It's got to be smooth.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotta fit into that. That's right.
Yeah, it's a very tight
excuse
fit.
your friend here. He's a little slow.
It's a tight fit. So, but you want a tight fit.
Okay, stop.
I'm being serious. I'm not talking about something else. All right, I think we're ready to. Well, what we want to do is drill this out. Well, you know what? Just for giggles, we can see what it sounds like with no baffle drilled out.
Yeah, let's try it.
It is a little bit crooked.
It's all right.
All right, so I know that looks like hammered crap, but it's gonna do the job. Okay. So I really think we need to drill a hole here. It's gonna be too quiet otherwise. Oh, okay. So here's the problem.
That is a problem.
Well, it's not a problem. It's just got to go up in there, and I'm afraid we're gonna.
Pliers.
Okay, no, it's. Dang it. Okay, I guess we need to get some pliers. Because that's already. You know what? It'll probably just blow it out when I crank it up. Oh, now it's. I think we finally reached the back stop. It really should have been. It should have stopped right there. This is more open than. It's going all the way back. The inside of that should have been the same as the inside of that pipe, that 2.5 inch. All right, well, it's going to blow it out.
Okay.
So,
here.
well, okay, hold on. Let's tap it in there a little better. What do you think?
As long as we can get it out.
All right, let's just crank it up. Ouch.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Did it blow it out?
I don't think so. No. A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Take this hammer handle and just.
That sounds a lot better. Yeah, I had to push it back in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just see what it sounds like when I rev it up.
Yeah. No worries about getting it back out.
It blew it right back out.
It blew it right back out. But I do believe it quietened it down quite a bit.
Maybe we don't drill it out.
I think if we had to, we can still do it. We can still drill it out. We just might have to take the back wheel off and have a bit that we can reach up in there. But look, I felt you can feel good exhaust coming around everything.
Sure.
So,
because the fact of the matter is, the main only thing we've done, look, there's a lot of surface area here, and there's really a lot of surface area inside that.
right.
What we've done is just made it have to go through all these barriers.
Yeah, just breaking it up.
So what we need to do, I guess we need to tap it on in there. I don't know. Shut it off, I guess, or
Yeah,
do you want to?
I'll shut it off.
Or do you, no? Well, yeah, I was just saying, maybe we should. The thing is, we don't want it to get too hot on us. We won't be able to. All right, hold on. Now, give it a little bump now.
Sure.
More.
Can't hear
Rev
you.
it up.
Rev it up?
Yeah. Not crazy, but you know. Alright, that's good. Rev it up again. One more time. Blew it right out. Alright, hold on. Okay. That was definitely quieter.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can tell such a difference, man. When I was over there,
Alright, well, let's
can't
go
hear
ahead
anything.
and do the same thing over here.
All right.
Oh, well, now we gotta get the other side off too, though.
Yeah. All right. I'll take the other side off
Okay.
while you prep the other one. There's no reason to show that again,
That's
right?
true. Yeah, that's true.
Unless you're just going to be so much better at it
No.
this time.
No, shut up, Jared. Let me check yours. Let me check this for you. Oh, you're still green.
You got a green light. You're good to go.
So much better at it. Oh yeah, that did the trick. Okay, that's in there. I don't think that's going to blow it out. So let's crank it up.
Okay. Did you put it in the other side's secure enough?
I think so. We'll find out, right?
Yeah. I'll just come over here.
Is it in there good?
No.
It blew it out? Oh, I hear it. I'll tap it in?
No, I'm holding it.
That made a difference.
Made a huge difference.
Yeah, it did. Let's leave it like that.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, if it did, you'll know.
No, it's still there. So cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it's still there. Okay, so this one we can tap in a little bit, maybe. And then, you know what we could do, because that one is where we can get a drill bit to it. We could literally just drill a hole and put the screw back in it, or no, we could. We said we were going to tack weld it, didn't we?
I think it's a good idea to do so.
Yeah, we like it. So
Yeah, anytime.
there's a screwdriver you had
Right here.
Wow, further in than it was. It's gonna be hard to. Oh, jeez. Hope it didn't go too far.
You do great.
Thanks. No, we're gonna try to. I don't know. It feels like it went too far, actually.
How's that possible?
Well, it's possible that. Yeah, I mean, what it is, it's gone past the adapter back into the pipe. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get off because I hammered that sucker in there. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see if I can. No, we're not all the way in, so it's just further than what we wanted it to be. It's just further than we can reach it with the welder easily. All right, let's see if that right there is still covered up though, so I could weld it through that hole to the outside, I guess. Might be what I need to do. Just go right through that hole to the outside into that. Let's lay on my back to do it, which I don't like to do.
I think we just need one tack. You can barely see it.
I don't think it blew it out. I think you just pushed it in further.
No. It blew it out.
It did?
Blew it right into my hand.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. And
Maybe.
I pushed it in with the screwdriver.
Maybe we can do it again then.
Maybe so.
Blow it out?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Yep. Right out.
All right, good. Because, I mean, we can get to it with the welder from the back here. It'll be better. Okay, so all we want to do is go right. And I should do the same thing I did before where I actually make it along a little bit so it's more of a resistance fit. Okay. All right, let's see here now. That's a tack.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one.
That ought to do it, right?
I think so.
Now,
I cannot see it. There we go.
another tack right here. This piece so that truly.
See.
Can you see that on the inside?
Yeah.
Did I get it good, you think?
I think you missed.
Damn it. I'm doing it blind. I'm going to have to lay down, I guess. Didn't want to do that. Oh. No, I didn't miss.
Okay. Well, it's just seeing it from the inside, it didn't catch.
Well, yeah, I went all the way up. I went back and forth so I could make sure I caught it, you know?
Okay. Well, cool.
So I think I did. So that's a good solid bead or tack right there, isn't it? On the inside?
On the baffle? Yeah.
Yeah.
The baffle's
I don't need to do another tack, do I?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah.
The cool thing about that is, if we ever wanted to, we could drill that one off.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. I don't want to tack the crap out of it.
No, that's good.
Okay, so let's move to the other side, I guess.
Yep.
Pretty good, right?
I like it.
All right.
Sweet.
Sweet home Alabama. All right, well, that's good. Now, all we got to do now is put the tips back on.
Loves it. This side should be easy. The other side's not so easy.
Yeah. Well, we can always put another screw in a different location. We have to.
Okay, one of the things that we also wanted to talk about whenever we took off for Ford Fest, we did not have any wipers.
Well, we had them. They just weren't hooked up.
They weren't hooked up.
Well, I mean, that's okay.
Well, you know, you got to hurry and to get these things done.
Exactly.
So,
we thought, well, we'll just sort of dodge the raindrops.
And use some Rain X.
Yeah, which, by the way, Rain X does not always work on a classic car.
No, it doesn't, because of the windshield rake.
We've noticed on the Horse Force, we got that long front end. And by the way, is my mic on?
Yeah, you're good.
Very good. Okay, this one we really don't know because we haven't done it in rain yet. But on the Horse Force, because the front end is so long, the windshield doesn't. It's got this pillow of air, and the Rain X doesn't really start working until you start getting like 60 plus 70 miles an hour. So that's a bit of an issue that we still have to work out. That car does not have wipers. This one, however, does. And let's talk about what we did here. So the junkyard is your friend on these kind of things. So this is not the motor that we use, but it's like it. It looks similar to it. I bought several. What I was looking for was this long pinion, because what I had to do was I had to reach from all the way inside the vehicle all the way to the outside. And as you can see, it's only a single wiper because we don't have room for the transmission anymore because it's taken up by dash and ductwork and all that. So we had to lose the original wiper motor. This is always an issue with these kind of swaps, but this is a good solution. So what you do is you go to the junkyard and you look at SUVs and minivans. And
look at the rear wipers.
Yes, and what you want to look at is you want to see how these sweep, because these are not like, this is a single motor wiper. It's not like the other kind with the transmission. The kind that are in the front of your car, the motor does this. Right? Okay.
How's that go again?
But no, if you ever take one apart, you know. I mean, and we're going to look at that one over there in a minute. But you don't want that because you don't have a transmission. That's how the transmission makes work like the train track. You know, the old trains where they had the wheel and then the rod coming off the wheel. Well, it's like just like a crankshaft on a car.
Yeah.
So you don't have that on this. So what it does is it sweeps electronically. And so what you have to do is you have to look at where does it start and where does it stop. So what we wanted, if you're looking at the back of the vehicle, was a right-hand sweep at a 90-degree or somewhere thereabouts. So because you want it to, when it stops, you want it to be down, and when you turn it on, you want it to be up. Otherwise, the only way to turn this thing off really would have been, well, you know what? That was if it parks itself. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because
you'd had to start it out up here. It's a lot harder to set it up. So you're looking for a right-hand sweep if you're going to do what we did here, and that's what I did. I looked for a right-hand sweep, and also you can't get one that goes like this, you know, like 180 degrees.
No,
you got to find something that goes 110 degrees or whatever, and that's what this one does. Turns out, and I needed one with a very long pinion to go through all this. So it turns out this was this is the one that we used. It's a little different than this one, and it's out of a Suzuki Rodeo or a Honda Passport, and out of the mid-90s, late 90s. And anyway,
let's take a look at the other one. Now, what this one's going to have to do, though, we're going to have to actually park it.
We just have to cut it off when it gets to the bottom.
Whenever it gets to the
bottom.
Can get,
okay, we did figure out the signal wires. Okay, a lot of these motors, if we'd gotten one from like a 91 or 92, we're right there at the edge of where it has more sophisticated controls at the dash. But the older ones, like out of that Jeep Cherokee, they have their own internal park mechanism. So they have a separate power. They got the switch power and the separate power. And then when you cut it off, it parks itself.
Yeah.
Well, these won't do that. Anyway, so the other thing was that this Navigator has a fairly sophisticated body control module. And so this is the motor out of the Navigator, and as you can see, it does that roundy round thing we were talking about. But one cool thing about it is, so we tried to use the switch. We wanted to use the switch on the stalk to turn them on, and it had power, but we couldn't turn it on with the switch because it's looking for signals from this thing. And it had this computer in here, and we took screwdrivers and popped this computer off, and we noticed that it had 3 inputs to the motor. So the motor is still fairly dumb, just like we want it to be. And we figured out that that's negative, that's low, and that's high. So all we had to do is take the computer off, seal it up, and hook it up to our power outputs to the rear wiper, and then we just turn it on high and we get wipe.
Yeah.
So that's one great solution. There's different ways to do this, but the SUV minivan rear wiper setup is a really good option. You just have to go through some research to get it done right.
Find the right stalk length and all that.
So then you want the money shot, which is, let's cut this thing on and watch your wipe. You're going to see it's going to bump down over here just a little bit. That's okay, because it's just because it turns so sharply. Boom! We have wipe.
Yeah, that's great. See, on Ruckus Truck here, we did not have wipers. And as you saw in one of our previous videos, when we were going through Indianapolis, we got into a deluge, and oh boy, it was bad. It was really bad. So never, ever underestimate
the value of wipers. Okay, yeah. The other problem with this is we really can't put a wiper on this because it's got a polycarbonate windshield, and it will scratch
the mess out of it.
So that's another thing about glass. If you can run glass,
it's preferred.
Look,
if you're going on the street, that's what you want.
Here's the thing. We got all different levels of drivers, right? There's this, this is a driver. Okay, yeah. And then you got like sick week and the guys that do duct tape drags and all that. And there's a level of driver that you can put up with. Then there's a level of driver that you want to hop into and drive to the store.
Yeah.
And so we have all kinds. This is not one that you just hop in and drive to the store. That one over there, it's got cold air, it's got cruise control. We want it to be where it can drive to the store. And so that's why we're also messing with the exhaust. So it's another, I don't know. there's different levels of where you can take your builds, and that's what we're doing here.
And this is it.
Yep.
So let's get our stuff out of the way, fire it up, and take it down the road and see what we got.
Let's do it.
All right. What did we get to?
100.
100?
Yeah, look, but it's definitely different. So like, wait till we can get where we can really drive it. Okay, so that's 2,000 RPM. We were getting 96 there, now we're getting 91. Okay, that's better. Actually, we're really right at 89. So 6 decibels, 7 decibels, that makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
So now we're cruising at 1,500 RPM and it's 85, whereas we were at like 90 before. Okay, see? 91. We were at 96, 98 before.
Yeah.
So it's quieted her down about 7 or 8 decibels, and that makes a difference. Let's turn the radio on.
So speaking of ACDC, did you see all the fantastic reviews for the power trim performance? Not to mention Angus just showing up at that ACDC car they created.
So when you're on the interstate, it's going to be about 90, about 2,000. So right now it's like 80. Yeah, so it's definitely better. It's better by about 8 decibels.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised. I really thought it'd be a little bit lower than that. I was thinking we'd be hitting somewhere around 10 decibels.
I know.
So it's about half what I figured it would be.
Well, look, it's but when you crank it up, it was 77. So just at idle, it's 77 decibels. So
yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I'm going to call this a win.
we're going to call it a win.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So that's it for this week's video. If we end up wanting to do something else, we might put an H pipe in, but
yeah, right. The crossover might make another difference, but I don't know. I'm pleased with this. I think it definitely helps, and I'm glad we didn't drill out the big hole in the back like we talked about.
Then you wouldn't be able to undo it.
Yeah.
And we've hit something that I think is definitely better. There's no doubt about it. It is definitely better.
Definitely better.
So, all right. Well, hey, if you like it, subscribe, give us a thumbs up.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.